Alright guys, so welcome back to another video. We're talking Titanfall 2 news. I'm mainly going to be telling you guys the changes that are coming to Weekend 2 in the Titanfall 2 pre-alpha tech test. Alright, so Respawn addressed some of the issues, not all of them, but they did address some of them. Pilot mobility, people were complaining that the gameplay was very slow. And this is what Respawn had to say about that. Many players are wondering why we changed the mobility from Titanfall 1. We identified two major issues we wanted to solve in Titanfall 2. The first is that a lack of player predictability would often cause players to be shot from the back and the sides. That's definitely true. While flanking is an important part of gameplay, death often felt random instead of skillful, which is pretty much true. A lot of people complained in Titanfall 1 that the gameplay was super fast and they would always get killed and all that shit. And of course, the second issue, they said, the second issue is that close range firefights were overly chaotic due to erratic player movement. So changes to pilot mobility stem down from a desire to improve our gameplay. Let me repeat that again. Improve our gameplay and not desire to slow down movement. You know, pretty much one of the cool things to do in the internet nowadays. Hate and assumptions, right? People were making all of these assumptions that Respawn just wanted to ruin the game, and you know, they just wanted to slow down the movement because they wanted to fuck us all in the ass. No, they were just trying to improve their fucking gameplay. Jesus Christ. So anyways, what Respawn did, they tuned the airspeed and wall running speed to be faster, and when you chain wall runs, you are going to move faster as well. I have to see how these changes pan out when it comes down to gameplay, because like I said on my changes video, which I'll link right now at the top, yeah, quite honestly, when it comes down to Titanfall 2, the movement is very fast, and sometimes it's very hard to kill people that are actually like in the air and stuff. With that said, when it comes down to the Titan meter, they mainly said that their objective for players to get Titans fast is that, yeah, they wanted to play the objective. They wanted players to play the objective, but they realized that even though players play the objective, they will sometimes die. They wouldn't really get their Titan. So with that said, they said pilots will once again acquire a small passive amount of Titan meter every few seconds. When it comes down to Titan survivability, they pretty much said what I said. Alright, they pretty much said that the only reasons why players were dying fast in their Titans, it's not because the Titans suck, but people mainly didn't know how to play with the Titans effectively. And if you guys die with your Titan, guys, I have a video called Titan Survival Guide. Check that video out, and I guarantee you guys that once you're done watching that video, you're going to survive more in your Titan. Anyways, what they said, lastly, there has been a lot of tuning since the tech test built that will tone down the amount of damage many Titan weapons will do to Titans. So this is actually very good. I'm very interested to see how the mag launcher gets nerfed, okay, because that thing did massive amounts of damage to Titans. When it comes down to Titan mobility, they pretty much said that, you know, some of the Titans do move a little slow, like Scorch and Ion, but the reality is they did say that, keep in mind, you know, these are just two Titans, and there are other Titans in the game that move very fast, like the Sword guy. Anyways, their problem to this, their, you know, their I guess you could say the solution is that Titan dashes will now recharge faster, which worries me, right? Because what if the since Titanfall dashes will now recharge faster, does that mean that the Sword Titan, that his dashes are going to recharge faster? We'll have to see about that. When it comes down to map design, this is what they said. I want to read all of this because I believe this is very important. They said, some of our Texas players have been asked if relatively flat and open design of Homestead is indicative of a new direction for Titanfall, and the answer is no. Let me repeat again. The answer is fucking no. It's a pre-alpha tech test, motherfuckers. God damn it. Seriously, I was saying this every time I would hear someone complain about Homestead. I was like, yo, it's only one map. Just because they have one map that is like that doesn't mean that all maps are going to be like that. And they pretty much Respawn said the exact same thing. They said, when designing maps, we strive to make them unique experiences. For example, Homestead changes things up by creating islands of pilot gameplay where long-range weapons can be effective, like the Crabber, like the D2 Double Tape, like the Spitfire. Hell yeah! Okay, this upcoming weekend, a new map, Forward Base Could Die, will be available for play. This will be a wide variety of maps for the final game. I definitely agree with that. We'll be showcasing more maps over the next couple of weeks on our website, including more traditional Titanfall maps, and I will be telling you guys about it. The heads-up display. Apparently people complained that the heads-up display was all over the place. I didn't really see any of these complaints. They said we're going back to the fade distance for enemy outlines so they don't reveal pilots. Okay, that's pretty much it. And in conclusion, they said thank you very much for the feedback. Anyways, thank you guys very much for watching the video. That's pretty much it. Those are my thoughts on the feedback. Quite honestly, I'm very glad that they fixed a couple of things, but there are still some things that need to be fixed, like for example how overpowered the R201 is. But of course, by weekend 2 I'm going to be bringing you guys an updated video on what needs to change and what doesn't need to change. So feel free to subscribe for that, like the video, subscribe to join the Salvajee cartel, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. Thank you very much for watching. Peace.